Hey y'all, how you perking? I hope you're perking good. So, highly requested video here. Highly requested. It's been months now since the Alec Murdaugh trial here in South Carolina. I swear, we keep getting famous for some wonderful shit. But a lot of y'all have said, I have questions. There are still unanswered questions, and I want to know the answers to those. So we're going to take a look at that today. Going to see what kinds of answers we can get. Particularly, I have written down all the questions that y'all are telling me. So y'all were asking the following. Was Alec Murdaugh actually directly or indirectly involved with his wife and son's, this word? Don't know if I can say that on here too many times before the video gets taken down. Also, did the Murdaughs have any involvement in the Stephen Smith case? Because people are saying that it has been reopened by SLED, and folks are curious as to why. So, looking into that. Also, people have asked, did Alec Murdaugh have anything to do with Gloria Satterfield's passing? And folks were talking about whether her body was or was not exhumed or was going to be or something along those lines. And so they were asking questions about that. And so some other questions and stuff here too that seemed kind of like nitty gritty, but those were like the main three. If we have time to answer some of these other questions that y'all wrote in, then absolutely we'll take a look at those. But we're going to take a look at those main three first and foremost. So, just for everybody, in case you're new here, don't know, I've already done one video on this before. This was the requested sequel, I guess, to my first video. I am a licensed mental health clinician as well as a spiritual intuitive, and in these videos we take a look at the tea with the tarot, and we've got a pretty good track record here for anybody that's like, oh, let me click out immediately. Well, you're missing out. Got a good track record here. So anywho, let me go ahead here and pull up the cards and move this microphone right here. Oh, Penelope in this microphone. I tried to put some bright ass pinks on her so that it could match the bright ass pink on my mouth. I don't know if the camera can pick up either of these colors. It is what it is. But there we go. So, got the cards pulled over here. I'm going to shuffle up. But as usual, this is all alleged. Just my interpretation. Okay? All alleged. Just my interpretation, y'all. In this video. So, let's take a look at this, see what we're allowed to know, what we're allowed to find out here. Anything here that can be helpful in some sort of a way, shape, or form. So let's see here. Okay, first one was Alec Murdaugh directly or indirectly involved with his wife and son's passing? I know there was a trial on this, but there's still that question. Apparently, people are still speculating. People are still not sure. People are saying there was just as much evidence that would be, I guess, incriminating as would be what's the other word? Exculpatory? Is that the other word? And so people still have questions. So we're gonna take a look into that and see what else we can find here. And anything on what the hell did happen, or whatever we can find. So gonna take a look at that first before we start digging into these other two cases that seem to somehow be thrown into the whole Murdaugh name. I did not, as I'm pulling cards here, just for y'all to know, to be completely transparent here, I did not watch the trial. The trial took place about an hour or so from my house. But I did not watch the trial on TV or go down there. Nothing like that. When I did this first reading, I want to say like maybe 3 months ago or something. When I did the first reading, I did not even read up on anything. I had no clue about anything basically. But since doing that, people recommended 2 different, I guess you can call them documentaries or docuseries or something. One I believe was on maybe HBO Max or something like that, or Hulu. The other one I think was on Netflix. I watched both of those since then. So I have seen those just for y'all to know, but I still have not gone down any further rabbit holes. I haven't read through things. People are like, there's some podcasts or whatever out there that has so many great details. Never listened to those or watched those or whatever. So the extent to my knowledge of what I'm reading on and reading with is just that basic stuff that I'm letting y'all know. So I may say things here that might already be common knowledge and I'm unaware. Sorry for that. I might say things here that would be shocking to people or confusing to people because maybe that isn't out there and I'm seeing it in the cards, so I'm saying it, but it's not common knowledge. And so, you know, sorry about that too, if that comes out and makes anybody uncomfortable, but we're fixing to see what we see here. I always say what I see, but I can't squeeze shit out the cards that they don't give me. So, starting here, hopefully that was enough of a disclaimer. I feel like I got to do that on things like this because people are like, are you reading this cold? Are you reading this blind? Or do you know everything already? There you go. There's your answer. So, already getting started, trying to look and see if he actually was directly or indirectly involved in this. And kind of what the hell did happen. We've already got some weird things popping up here. I don't like that this card is a card that's kind of about control. This is a card here that's about money. And I mean, this is the King Midas card. Everything you touch turns to gold. So it's people that are about status and money and things like that. And this card here with the Hangman, and this is the upright position of the Hangman. This is like something that's kind of either a long time coming or like a long wait or something like that. And so already before they even bring anything else into the mix, I'm seeing a rich guy with a lot of status that cares a lot about money and status, who has some kind of a thing about control and something that's a long time coming. So that already doesn't paint a great picture from the start, but we'll keep going. Give it the benefit of the doubt. We'll just see where it goes. The 8 of Cups. Now, this is kind of like trying to emotionally distance yourself from something. And so there's some kind of a way that I'm seeing a like, hey, I don't feel that completely, or I'm not going to allow myself to feel that completely, or something. Some kind of a removal of self to whatever the situation is. Some kind of a distancing. And distancing from what? What do we see here? Not surprising, family card. This is a family card. And then here you got the Ace of Swords upright, which is truth and bright ideas. So already not painting the best picture in terms of looking good for Alec Murdaugh. And I know there's a lot of people out there that think that he was, I guess, tried in the court of public opinion, and that even if maybe he's not the best guy, there wasn't enough evidence for him to be accused of having done this. And so I know there's a lot of people out there that think that. It's just that this maybe doesn't look so great to start off with for him. So just kind of putting that out there. Let's pull a little bit more on this and see what else we kind of can get here on this. Alrighty. Oh. Okay. Okay. So, when the Page of Swords is in reverse, this is like ideas being muddy, cloudy, something you're thinking about not happening, not coming to fruition the way you thought, or something like that. So there's something here that happened on the day of that doesn't look like it went to plan, maybe? Because we've got the Sun card in reverse too. And this is when, like, the Sun card upright is one of the best cards in the deck, but if it's in reverse, this is like, you know, something setting on the Sun, you know, this is a downturned position of what would otherwise be a good card, you know, so something here not going well. Like, granted, you know, if two people have the same fate as those two individuals did, obviously that in and of itself is not going well. But this is meaning for whoever was trying to do that crime, that things didn't go to plan, did not go well. And it was because of this woman up here. So there's a Queen of Wands here. This is a female figure. Something about a female figure happened, and it wasn't quite going, this didn't quite go to plan. She's in the upright position here. She's, I guess, being shown here as good. And something here didn't go to plan. So automatically I'm seeing something mess up here from the idea that was originally there. What I also see is this Two of Cups, and that's why I was like, what is this? Hey, wait a second, hello? Because Two of Cups is a partnership, as you can tell by how the card looks. And, you know, these two people here on the card are kind of like, cheers to that. Yeah, kind of like when you shake on something, you know, like, got a deal? Yeah, let's shake on it, or something like that. And so I don't know if this means that there were two people involved in this, or if that means that there is somebody that's like in a you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back situation, or if there's some kind of like somebody knows something. Just clearly somebody knows something other than Alec Murdaugh. So whether they were literally there, directly involved, or whether they were indirectly somehow looped in, tied in some sort of a way, there's somebody else here that he knows and he trusts that knows a lot. So this isn't like, oh, some random other person involved some kind of a way. This isn't a rando person. This is somebody that would have either a friendship, a relationship, a collaboration, a partnership, some kind of a way with Alec Murdaugh. And they're shining their face here at the scene. So I don't know. I don't know if anybody else was mentioned at the trial. I don't know if anybody thought anybody else was mentioned some kind of way. Again, I did not watch the trial, and I have not read any kind of, you know, rabbit holes around the trial or anything like that. I am in some ways going into this a bit blind as it relates to the trial. I just watched stuff on the family through Netflix, but that was before the trial happened. So if y'all happen to know who this is already, put their name down there in the comments. If we don't know of a second person, I'm just saying that I see a second person. Again, that doesn't necessarily mean that the second person directly took part, but somehow, directly or indirectly, there's somebody else here, quote unquote, involved, because they know something. They know something some type of way. This just wild. This is just very interesting. With the Hierophant card upright here and the Ten of Pentacles card upright, again, we're getting these cards here that kind of represent finance, money, status, and things like that. So there's some kind of a heavy influence with finance or status, some kind of a way in why this happened, or, you know, how it was organized or something along those lines. With the Hierophant card here in the upright, this is something that's kind of institutional here, and it makes me wonder why that's... Okay, let's pull a context card up on that one, because why are you here, Hierophant? Because there's a message... And it's a message about money and lack of money. Because this is money in terms of, we got a lot of it. This is money in terms of, there's some lack. There's something missing. There's something dwindling. Feeling like, oh, crap. You know, what are we going to do to, I guess, maintain status and finances and things like that? Like, there's some kind of a fear over losing what you've got. You know, the whole haves and haves nots. It's like, if you are a part of the haves, you don't want to lose it. Regardless, you don't want to lose it. So, yeah, not getting what they were wanting out of this. This is a card that represents children or youth in the reverse position. And we're talking about a, young person who lost their life in this scenario here. And, talking about a young person who lost their life, and then we get a card that looks like this, that is quite literally a lot of times about losing life. Whoa, hold on. Actually, interesting that we see a reverse child card, you know, youth card losing their life, but then we saw this female card up here in the upright position. Okay, this is too much for my little pea brain. I got one little Cheeto puff up here and it's kicking around, doing its little thing. Did anyone at the trial bring up the possibility that it was, that in whatever was planning to go down, that it was guaranteed this young person was going to go down, but maybe not necessarily guaranteed that this woman was going to go down? Is that a possibility here? Because that's striking to see that, and I don't know, it feels like there's something with that. It feels like there's something there potentially with that. I don't know, something seems fishy, because we did say something's kind of off, that something didn't quite go down exactly the way it was intended to. So there's some, I don't know, something's rotten in the state of Denmark, beyond just the fact of what happened here. And oof, oh man, that added a whole new thing. So yeah, something went down that didn't go according to plan exactly. There's somebody else that seems to at minimum be indirectly involved in this, and most definitely knows something. That person is somebody that Alec Murdaugh does know and has some sort of relationship with. So it's not some random, you know, horrible, rageful stranger or something. And there's some kind of a weird thing going on here between his, like, what was going to happen with his son and what ended up happening with his wife. if that is who that female card is. And that just kind of struck me as it's quite possible that that's who that is. Unless you think it's somebody else, y'all can tell me in the comments below if you have some kind of a reason why you think it might be alluding to some other woman. But that was just weird here. And I don't know what was said in court, but like, something weird here. And as I'm saying all of this, I've got like a pain in my chest. I don't know if anybody was like hit in the chest, or if, I don't know. I know that they were shot. I don't know where in the bodies that they were. I don't know if there was any kind of stuff that went in this area for any of them, but something, oh man. Wow, y'all know how to request some stuff here. So I don't see Alec as being quote unquote innocent in this, because at bare minimum, he knows some things, and so does a second person that he's close to some kind of a way. And so if you're coming up in here as knowing something, then you can't claim it was somebody else that, a third party that nobody knows about, that's completely unrelated to the family or whatever kind of a thing. You kind of can't claim that if I'm seeing this. So, don't know if he quote unquote got his own hands dirty per se directly. But this is intense and complicated and got messy in more ways than one. So this does not look good for Alec Murdaugh for that first question. Just gotta say, I got two other questions I gotta look into, and we're already 20 minutes into this reading, over 20 minutes into this reading. I gotta look into two other questions, or we're gonna lose some time here. Whoo, Lord. Okay, so the second question I have here, while I'm getting shuffled up, let's see, second question here. Did the Murdaughs have any involvement in the Stephen Smith case? And kind of why was it reopened by SLED, and all the things around potential connection to Stephen Smith case and SLED? So we're going to take a look at that. And as we're getting shuffled up for this, just going to put out there, if anybody didn't see the last video I put out, it was the July 2023 predictions video. We've got that video, and also the Perk Squad extended video released. Perk Squad extended video is always, a second video that we do for Perk Squad members, channel members. Got lots of videos over there, lots of extended readings over there. If you'd like to be a member of the Perk Squad, then you can click the blue join button below, or there's also a link in the description box. Lots of perks to the Perk Squad, including video shout outs. So shout out to Mandy Morgan, and thank you for being a member of the Perk Squad. Shout out to Mandy Morgan, and thank you for being a member of the Perk Squad. We love to have you, and thank you for being here for a long time. Matter of fact, I want to say you've been here for years. Yeah, I think so. So thank you very, very much. Alrighty, so this should be good and shuffled. Y'all saw me shuffle it a million times, and I shuffle in between each time I pull a card like this. So, oh, look at there. What do you know? This deck has almost 80 cards in it, and still I'm getting similar cards, or the same card that I got already, because whenever those things come up from one linked thing to another linked thing, then you end up seeing correlations in the cards as well. So yeah, there's no coincidence there. Starting to clog up my throat chakra here, like I'm not supposed to be talking right now about this or something. I don't know. That feels weird. Take note that this is the family card that we saw earlier. And we literally are asking in the question, did the Murdaughs have any involvement in the Stephen Smith case, as in the family? And then the family card comes up again that was just in here representing the Murdaugh family in the part that was literally directly about them. And here we go, have it tied in again. Out of all 6 cards I pulled, this is the only card here that's a repeat from the previous stack. The only repeat right here. That does not seem to be a coincidence. There's significance to that. Again, 80 cards could have, you know, almost 80 that could have come out of here, and we get this after all that shuffling that y'all saw me. I swear, I cannot make this shit up. It surprises me all the time when people in the comments are like, she planned this stuff. Who's got that kind of time? I work 3 jobs. Are you serious? So, I will say it does seem weird that this card would come up again. So again, at minimum, the family knows shit about what happened to Stephen Smith. At minimum, they know stuff. Minimum. 3 of Swords. This is a heartbreak card. This looks like regret. Sadness, hurt, regret, heartbreak. Something that emotionally, I mean, it could feel like betrayal. I mean, this is getting stabbed through the heart. You know, I'm trying to watch the words I say here. So this can emotionally feel like a betrayal. This is a lack of communication. This is like, hey, you know, this is something that this is done again, time and time again. Like, you know, this is on repeat. So this is like, it's a practice makes perfect card. It's a card about replicating things over and over again. And so it feels like there was some kind of a comfort there. Like, yeah, we saw each other time and time again, or we, you know, did this kind of thing routinely, or, you know, there was, I don't know, it's the patterning, some sort. You got this 6 of Wands, somebody having confidence, feeling like they're on their high horse, something that was slow and steady over time that contributed to this. And so it does feel like, and again, I haven't gone down the rabbit hole of this person's case either. All I've seen is what was shown in those 2 documentaries that people suggested that I watch. I just know that they've reopened the case, but I don't know beyond that. But this bottom row would have me believe that whatever happened to Stephen Smith, it was something that felt okay, safe, comfortable, whatever, what he was involved in or the people that he was around, because all of these cards here are in the upright position. Again, like, you know, yeah, we've hung out before, seen each other before, or, you know, I feel confident around you with this person up on their high horse. This is something that has been happening for a long time. We've got that Knight of Pentacles. He's our slowest knight in the deck. And so, like, I think in the documentary it said that there was people thinking he could have been hit by a car, or he could have been hit by somebody using something sticking out from the window of a car, vehicle, whatever, or something like that, that maybe he was walking for gas or something along those lines. I'm not entirely sure. There was something to that effect. But this seems like he was with people. I don't know if there were people traveling with him, or he was traveling with other people, or if he got a ride from somebody and it was people that he was familiar with and confident around, or I don't know. There was something here that doesn't seem off. What seems off is the fact that we get that family card again that stood for the Murdaugh family in the last little round, in the last card pull, and then we get the heartbreak card looks like regret or hurt, or like, ugh, you got me in here, twist it, why don't you, and Eight of Wands about, didn't have communication. There was previous communication, but not now. And so this feels like a betrayal of trust in some kind of a way, or somebody having some kind of hurt around this. Now, it doesn't necessarily say who did this yet. We're still looking. Only that there is knowledge of what happened from the Murdaugh family. Like, somebody in that family does know what happened, or has a pretty good damn guess. So, man, I swear, South Carolina, we just don't ever get known for anything good. Oh, gosh. Okay, let's see. What else? Okay. Oh, man. Alrighty, so we've got another person here that is powerful enough in their own right, given that they're a King of Wands, and so they've got, they hold their own in their own way. Six of Pentacles in reverse. This is kind of it's weird, and I don't know. It's kind of when it's in reverse like this, kind of a charitable card, like, I'm trying to help or something like that. And so somebody that is powerful in their own kind of a way, trying to help. But we've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, which is a bad luck omen. And so I don't really know if this is helping at all, or would have been helping. Because there's more to this than what people think. Here's another family card in the reverse position. And then the Seven of Swords with the sneaky bastard here. So, did the Murdaughs, anyone in the Murdaughs, do anything that looked like we're trying to help here? Because if it looked like at some point somebody was trying to help here, I don't entirely trust that was in good faith completely, given that Wheel of Fortune there is in reverse, like it's a bad luck card. And again, Seven of Cups, yeah, if somebody's offering to help, maybe they do offer to help. Like, here's some jewels, that looks nice. Here's a beautiful handkerchief, that looks nice. Oh fuck, a snake and a dragon, those don't look too good, and so it's kind of like the whole wolf in sheep's clothing type of thing, where it's like, yeah, I might be helping, but there's something in it for me while I'm helping, or something. I don't know. There's something here that feels two-faced, maybe. At minimum, self-interested, selfish, some kind of a way, again, relating back to the family. Because look, this is sneaky. If you were doing something only for good, if you only had good intentions behind doing something, why would you have a sneaky card? Why would you show a sneaky person at all? You wouldn't. So what is that doing here? You know what I mean? Oh gosh. So they know something. Again, they not only know something, but somebody was trying to act like they're helpful, but there's something selfish and sneaky about being helpful. I mean, the very first card of the entire spread was about the family. So I do think that they're involved in some sort of a way. That at bare minimum, again, they know something and they're trying to be helpful in a very selfish way. And whatever this is a betrayal. This is a betrayal of trust. This is a heartbreak of sorts. I'm guessing a heartbreak for Stephen Smith, though it could be a heartbreak for somebody else. I know people in the comments were mentioning like, oh, maybe Steven and Buster had been friends or something like that. And so maybe this is also a heartbreak for Buster because of something else happening. I don't know, but there was something that was that Stephen Smith was comfortable or confident about, then some kind of betrayal of trust or hurt there. There is that regret element here. So something that somebody feels regret for. Does it mean that the whole family might feel regret for it? I don't know. Maybe some people in the family were like, this needed to happen, or thank God it happened or something. And then others in the family were like, no, why? What the hell? I don't know. I don't know if they're always on the same page. Probably not here with the Four of Wands in reverse. Probably not on the same page, but there's, I don't want to, somebody is acting like they're being helpful and they're not. I don't like the wolf in sheep's clothing thing. I don't like that. I don't like the betrayal, and I don't like that. So there's some things here fucked up beyond belief. So, shoo, y'all gave me some heavy stuff. I hope that this is allowed to stay up on YouTube. I've got one more set to look into. I hope it's allowed to stay up. I have no idea. We'll find out as I try to upload it later, but the other question that I have here that y'all wanted to get answered, so we're going to try to answer that, is, did Alec Murdaugh have anything to do with Gloria Satterfield's passing? The person who was like a housekeeper, was apparently around Paul a lot or things like that. And they're just wanting to know if there was any kind of a link there. So we're going to take a look into that. And as we're shuffling up for that, if you would like to book a private reading, then you can do that at my website, BeasTalksAndTarot.com, for a private reading. Got lots of different services on there if you're interested in any of those. Energy healing, Reiki Energy Healing, life coaching, learning how to read the cards the way I do, or just having your own reading. So lots of options there. Go check that out, BeasTalksAndTarot.com. And let's see this question here, this third question here. Okay, let's see. Alrighty. Oh. Well, first of all, it's interesting that we don't get the family card, which means we don't have like their fingerprints on it, their thumbprint on it per se, so to speak. Not in the same signature that we've seen on the last two drawings here. But I want to get a context card on this Tower card here. Context. I need to wear my context t-shirt. I like that damn shirt. Okay, let's get one here. Okay. I gotta say, I'm actually surprised with the direction everything has been going thus far. Seeming to be wildly correlated with the family on both of those other counts. I'm not necessarily seeing the same kind of stuff here. The one that was making me like, I don't know, was this card. But then the context of card I got was this, which kind of neutralizes it a little bit. So basically what I'm seeing here, we've got a travel card, another travel card. To my knowledge and understanding, and again, I did not go deep down a rabbit hole into this case either. I saw whatever they mentioned on the documentaries or whatever. But seeing these two quote unquote travel cards, this indicates movement and travel, and we were told she was walking up or down the stairs. And so traveling up or downstairs, there's your travel, there's your movement. Here she is in an upright position, so, showing her in a very good light. So I don't see that she was damaged in any way. I hate to word it that way, but whatever we're allowed to say on here, I don't see that she was mistreated, so to speak, or whatever, those kinds of things, for her to come up in the upright position. This is a very nurturing, caretaking card. They're speaking very highly of her energy here. Hermit card in reverse is kind of like a reflective, calming, internal type of energy. So they're saying good things about her and good things, I guess, about her and her positioning, I guess, in the family or with the relationships around or something like that. And it just shows her in movement. Then it shows this card in reverse and the Tower card. I was like, oh, is the Tower card going to tell us about some sort of a scandal? But then it gets neutralized with the Seven of Pentacles, which is just a physical card. Pentacles it's the earthly suit. It's a physical suit. It's, the tangibles. And so quite literally, if you're falling and hitting wherever you're landing, that is a physical action. This in the reverse, kind of insinuating falling. The Tower card coming up because it's a big deal. It is a tower moment. The tower is falling. And so did she. And that happened in a very physical and real way, and then not able to get up and bounce back from that. So this does feel accidental. I'm not getting the same stuff here as I've got in the other two readings, and so this feels less nefarious than that. That's great. I'm just shocked at this point, just because that was such a harsh beginning to everything. I'm shocked at that point. I'm just gonna see, though, because people were saying the reason why they were concerned is because something happened afterwards with like payouts or insurance or something with her kids or things along those lines that went weird. And I feel like I vaguely remember them mentioning that in the docu stuff, but I watched it 3 months ago, so I can't quite remember. So I'm just going to look into that piece, because if this was an accident, then what happened with that? Why would that have been a thing? Where would that have come from? Okay. And now we get the family card. Dude. Are you kidding me? It's like the whole first thing was like, yeah, it's an accident. And then when we're looking into the other stuff that didn't look good, and now we get the family card again, and y'all have seen how many times I shuffle in between each. I literally cannot make this up. Literally, that's not a coincidence. I just cannot explain to naysayers and skeptics enough how intentional that is from the spirit guides for this to keep happening like this. I'm getting irritated. Sorry. This lousy family took a true accident and saw an opportunity in it. That's exactly what the fuck this is. From what I'm seeing, all alleged, just my interpretation, okay? All alleged, just my interpretation. Oh, this is a bad situation because of the snake and the dragon. Oh, but there's also some good situations in this. Look at the jewels in the handkerchief again. Look that there's clouds with a silver lining here around the death card, around the misfortune. Family, activate your powers of taking advantage of situations and finding opportunity in something. And then here we go from here. Come hell or high water. Y'all seen this come up in my readings before. It's my come hell or high water card. Come hell or high water. We're going to be able to, make the best of a bad situation, because that's how you do your silver linings. And then 4 of Cups here showing up, that they're just stuck in this situation. So I was like, what was going on with the kids or the money or the insurance or whatever it was? They're stuck in the situation. Here they've got this on one hand, but now they're being offered this on the other hand, and they're monkey in the middle, stuck in between a rock and a hard place of like, yeah, what do you do? How do you handle this? This just clearly here shows an accident, and then their signature comes right back on it when I start looking into the fuckery part of it, and it's somebody found an opportunity in an accident. They decided, yeah, that's unfortunate, but the silver lining is we can take advantage of this some sort of way. I'm sickened by this. I'm disgusted by that. There's nothing more I need to know about that. That is terrible. I feel like my ears are on fire now just because I can't understand people who could think like that. I don't know. Wow. I mean, I'm glad that they didn't intentionally, get her down the stairs from what I'm seeing here, but this is almost as sick to me. What a fucked up family, honestly. Okay, y'all. All right. I did 3 questions. We've been going on here for over 45 minutes. This is a lot to digest. Y'all let me know in the comments about what you're thinking about all these pieces. Thanks for the recommendation. I do a lot of readings based on your recommendations. Most of my readings are based on y'all's recommendations. As usual, we will end this video with a B-roll, puppy shenanigans, silly things, funny things, little clips like that to end this on a high note. So we're going to end this on a high note with some funny stuff, cute stuff. So do stay tuned for that so that you get your little lift here at the end. And again, if you'd like to book a private reading, BeasTalksAndTarot.com, you can find it there. And I will come at you here in the near future with some more readings. People who have asked about this wig in the past, again, it's called Verona. By the brand Aesthetica. And this is that like mixed kind of toffee color. So whatever color was like something toffee, I don't know, iced toffee, mixed toffee, something toffee, that's the color of it. So it was on back order. It was on sale when I ordered it, but then it was on back order because it was on sale. And so I don't know if it's still back ordered or whatever. People ask about it all the time. That's the name of it. So for anybody that was curious about that, yeah. So, anywho, don't be a stranger. Come back and see me, and I will talk at you later. Bye, y'all. We're at the point where even eating a stone fireplace. A stone fireplace. Teddy, quit. Jesus. Look, my water splashed out on the table in the shape of a dinosaur or like a camel or something, but specifically a dinosaur. It's funny.
I saw you were there. I was trying to turn around.